Another week, boys, and another twab. This week at Bungie, we intercepted a distress signal. Strange things are afoot. Guardians have discovered a distress signal, and Commander Zavala has ordered that the source be investigated. Mysterious, derelict ship lurks in the abyss of space. Terrifying sounds of the unknown ring from within. What puzzles and treasures? Find out for yourself by starting the mission from inside the Arms Dealer Strike in this week's Nightfall ordeal. We don't want to spoil anything, and do recommend going into the new Presage exotic mission without reading up on what horrors await, but did want to give anyone who was curious the sneakiest of peeks. Yeah, guys? Look, I don't know if I've got any Halo players in here or not, but did this mission not give you flood vibes? You remember that mission in Halo 1 where you first were introduced to the flood? Yes, that mission. Now, Bungie continues, if you did happen to get sidetracked during your Arms Dealer Nightfall, it's worth looping back to earn this week's featured weapon. We're hearing good things about Palindrome, which was a popular head from Destiny 1. That's not all that went live this week. A new battleground has opened on the Cosmodrome, with more huge engagements that will pit heavily outnumbered fire teams up against large waves of enemies who have entrenched themselves in defensive positions. Don't forget to pick up a few of those Cosmodrome bounties before you start taking out Cabal one by one. That's right, guys. Pally is dropping from this Nightfall right here. Don't worry, I've got a review coming. I'm working on it actually right now as you are watching this vlog. We've got a number of God rolls to discuss, so get ready. Moving on, we have Iron Banner. Next week, Lord Saladin will return to the tower for the first time in Season of the Chosen. He brings with him Iron Banner bounties that will grant you pinnacle drops. Simultaneously, this season will have the Time-Worn Spire as well as the Multi-Mac CCX submachine gun. These are actually weapons from year 1 of Destiny 2, and they will now have random rolls. Now, I've been hearing good things about the SMG, but fellas, this pulse rifle, I love this pulse rifle. It satisfies the Holy Trinity. It could potentially be meta in a future sandbox, or even meta now. But I do foresee a pulse rifle meta on the horizon, like a clever dragon meta all over again. And if that does happen, you want to have this pulse rifle. There's also going to be a new perk on it called Iron Reach that can roll in these two weapons. This massively increases the range. The trade-off is the decrease of stability. Not necessarily something I would advise, but we're going to test it out either way. We also have the Iron Will armor set returning, and it will be updated to accept the new mods, including the new empowering mods. Have y'all been seeing those from the helm? They're actually low-key meta. We haven't unlocked all of them, but I think they're going to be the next best thing. You get Iron Banner starts next week, and yes, you'll be getting bonus Valor on top of that. Moving on, PSR is haunted in space. It's time now to turn things over to the experts on our player support team who are tracking any known issues and when their fixes are going live. This is their report. So the Presage Pinnacle. We are currently investigating an issue causing the Pinnacle reward for Presage to drop as a powerful reward instead. This issue will be resolved in a future update. Okay. Nothing about drops. So is it actually just one drop per week on your account? Alrighty then. Outside of that, there's some other known issues. Mislabeled exotic ornaments, Bright Dust challenge rewards. I guess there's some players that aren't getting Bright Dust rewards from completing the weekly challenges for Gaming Crucible and Vanguard, as well as a number of other known issues.
Why is that doing so little damage?
Look at this. Anti-barrier scout rifle mod behaves inconsistently with certain scout rifles. I wonder which scout rifles I'm talking about. Now, as a final note from Cosmo, it's a short twab this week, but you have battlegrounds to conquer and spooky ships to explore, so I didn't want to take up any more of your time. We're glad to see you're enjoying Season of the Chosen so far, and there's definitely more coming. Next week, the last battleground will go live on Nessus, and then Salad Man himself will return to the tower. As always, please keep the feedback coming. It's invaluable to hear all the things you are enjoying about this season, so we can lean into creating more of them in the future, as well as the things you dislike, so we can improve on them as well. Now go solve a mystery in the dead of space, but when you board that ship, whatever you do, don't let your light go out. Have fun, be brave, Cosmo. Alright guys, very, very short twab. If you're interested to know other Bungie-related news, we did cover the Bungie expansion earlier. Essentially, Bungie is looking to double or even triple their size, adding a new office in Amsterdam and a ton of open positions. Like, they are hiring left and right. That video will be linked below if you want to check that one out, guys. And for those still waiting on the Pally review, I promise I'm coming. Tomorrow morning, first thing, it'll be live. Fellas and ladies, thank you all for coming and watching. And as always,
slap that like button like your mama told you right.
It just doesn't do anything.
Alright guys, I was hoping to wait until today's TWAB, but I can't. This news, man, is just too juicy. So posted by Bungie a few hours ago, Bungie prepares for future growth in 2021. Proceeds to state that Bungie prepares for future growth in 2021 with studio expansion, key talent, investments,
still chasing me.
board members.
Are you
Bungie's
serious?
also increasing their Bellevue, Washington headquarters to over 208,000 square feet, planning a complete technical modernization alongside plans to open up its first international office in 2022. Bungie also announces key talent additions and investments at the executive level in preparation for future IP growth and expanding behind the acclaimed and successful Destiny universe into new media. Bungie also will be welcoming new members to Bungie's board of directors, both from the entertainment and media industry, Trace Harris and Pamela Kaufman. But let's get into the meat and potatoes here. Bungie, an independent, employee-owned creator of world-famous video games like Halo and Destiny, today announced major initiatives to prepare for the company's expected and rapid future growth, including the appointment of Trace Harris and Viacom CBS Pamela Kaufman to its board of directors. We're grateful and humble that our independent success allows us to invest in our talented people and headquarters this year, and are delighted to welcome Trace Harris and Pamela Kaufman to the board of directors, said Pete Parsons, CEO of Bungie. The past several years have been a time of tremendous growth and opportunity for
Oh, no,
Bungie,
God
home to
dang.
some of the brightest
Damn.
and best talent in the industry, and we look forward to expanding upon both our talent pool this year and increasing the resources to support them. Pamela and Trace also bring incredible media and entertainment experience, and we're looking forward to taking advantage of their proven acumen as we continue to build the future of our company. Now, it's interesting that the two people that they're adding is from media. I couldn't find Harris, but I did find Kaufman on Twitter. I think she has like 10 years experience with CBS, which makes some of us wonder what her role is going to be exactly at Bungie. Speculation? Bungie might be really considering a series for Destiny 2, or maybe Destiny Universe. I know that's kind of a shot in the dark, but that's the only way I
Oh,
can
no.
explain this move. And
Come-
we've seen something like this play out. Y'all remember that Halo
Bitch.
live action series? Right
dang,
after Halo
slow
came out?
ass
Same
Rico.
thing here, except for it be for Destiny
Oh, my
2.
God.
For what time frame? I don't know. They may do like a for real series of the class. Or it could just be a one-off series of like Shin Malphur or some other character inside of Destiny. Either way it goes, interesting move on that front. But let's continue. HQ expansion, international office also coming in 2022. In January, as part of its ongoing plan for sustainable growth, Bungie broke ground on an extensive expansion and redesign of its worldwide headquarters. Estimated to be complete in fall of 2022, this project will increase Bungie's HQ footprint from 84,000 square feet to more than 208,000 square feet. In addition to building state-of-the-art facilities to support the growth and development of their talent and employees, one of the primary drivers of Bungie's expansion is to increase the commitment to the long-term development of Destiny 2, to tell new stories in Destiny's universe, and to create entirely new worlds to be announced IPs. Yeah? Look at there, man. Again, Bungie's trying to go the route like Blizzard. They want to be a multi-game franchise. But let's be real, Destiny's their bread and butter, at least for now. The new facility will include a reimagining of its Bellevue, Washington-based studio space to support multiple project teams, including those outside of Destiny universe. Designed by award-winning architect NBBJ, the new HQ is centered on collaborative neighborhoods built to support the spirit of deeply integrated creative collaboration that defines Bungie's success and hybrid workforce of both remote and on-site staff. In 2022, Bungie will open its first international office in Amsterdam. Amsterdam? Dude, I'm all for a summit there. This office represents Bungie's developing global business and will be home to the company's growing publishing and marketing
Drop it,
divisions,
goddamn.
ensuring Bungie's ongoing commitment to unify and expand on their passionate player community all over the world. Alright, again, guys, so they're taking kind of the Blizzard approach, or maybe even like the Ubisoft approach. This could be one of many future studios that they open up in different countries. And again, one of the key things to having more studios is, well, the ability to bring on more personnel. Which takes us to the next portion of this article. Key personnel additions and investments announced. Alongside the additions of its board of directors, Bungie has announced several key talent additions and investments into its renowned talent pool. New appointments to the Bungie leadership team for the years of industry expertise they bring from inside and outside of Bungie. Louise Vilges, Chief Technology Officer, Danielle Porter, Chief Financial Officer, and Don McGowan, General Counsel. They'll be added to the Bungie leadership team, okay? To expand the Destiny IP and bring new stories and experiences to the highly engaged community, Bungie appointed Mark Noseworthy, Vice President of the Destiny Universe, and Luke Smith, Executive Creative Director of the Destiny Universe, to oversee and prepare for the expansion of Destiny 2's universe into additional media. Okay, so it actually sounds like Luke and Mark are being moved and promoted to oversee whatever we're thinking this is going to be. You know, they just brought on Harris, Hoffman. We just speculated of a potential series there for Destiny. It seems like Mark and Luke are going to play the roles in overseeing that. Now, this means that Justin Truman, General Manager of Destiny 2, will take over the successful development leadership of Destiny 2. Oh, that's good, man. Justin's really good. I'm really bad with names, but man, you'll pick up on his face immediately. You've probably seen him in a ton of Vidocs for Destiny 2. But yeah, essentially, guys, leadership's going to be shifting. Finally, Bungie has also appointed Johnny Ebert, Chief Creative Officer, and Zach Russell, General Manager, Incubation, to build and drive the creative vision and foundation for Bungie's future worlds alongside the next generation of leaders at Bungie, with plans to bring at least one new IP to the market before 2025. Jason Jones, Chief Vision Officer, takes on a talent-facing role to help Bungie's top creative leadership unlock their full potential at the company. All right, so that's going to be your think tanks. You guys are going to be trying to make the next big IP. We know for certain that Matter, or at least some game codenamed Matter, is in the works. That's the game that's going to be revealed in 2025, or at least released in 2025. That was the game that's being head off by Christopher Barrett and I think a few other guys. But Chris is responsible for like Rise of Iron, and not solely responsible. Obviously, there's a lot of people that worked on that with him, but he was one of the major leads in Rise of Iron, Forsaken, two very successful expansions for Destiny, and he's going to be heading off Matter. I have no idea what kind of game Matter's going to be. Regardless, though, adding personnel, shifting leadership, expanding studios is all around a win for Destiny. So don't necessarily look at this as like, oh man, they're shifting people away from Destiny. I think they're just shifting the people to the right places, where their strengths are. On top of that, the concern I had, at least a long time ago, when Bungie and Activision split, was Bungie's finances. You know, like, where did Bungie sit? I had nothing to pay. I was concerned, considering that Bungie paid $100 million to buy Destiny 2 from Activision. Now, that's a big chunk of money. But the point I'm trying to make is, it appears, considering the massive expansion that Bungie's doing, that, well, Destiny 2 must be doing pretty good. It's all those sexy exotic ornaments. Now, the final column here, Bungie welcomes entertainment and media expertise to the board of directors. So I guess a little more here. Bungie has announced the addition of 2 members to its board of directors. Trace Harris, a finance and strategy executive, and Pamela Kaufman, president of global consumer products for Viacom CBS. Harris and Kaufman bring years of expertise in multimedia IP expansion alongside their acumen in business operations scaling, and join NetEase's Simon Zhu as external members to Bungie's board. Okay, there we go. NetEase is involved. You want to know who invested $100 million into Bungie? When Bungie split from Activision, it was NetEase. Trace Harris is a finance and strategy executive with deep experience in governance, financial transactions, and partnerships for industry-leading companies across the entertainment and technology sectors. She serves as a board member, chair of the Compensation Committee, and member of the Audit and Mergers and Acquisitions Committee for Altair Engineering. Am I saying that right? Altair? Like Altair from Assassin's Creed? This is a global software company in the areas of data analytics, product development, and high-performance computing and data analytics. Harris's professional experience includes 13 years with global company Vivendi, most recently as its senior U.S. executive for strategy, finance, and
there we go.
Is president of Viacom CBS Global Consumer Products, overseeing the worldwide licensing and merchandising of Viacom CBS portfolio of brands spanning Nickelodeon, MTV, Comedy Central, BET, CBS, Showtime, and Paramount Pictures, and iconic franchise properties. Kaufman previously served as president of Consumer Products and chief marketing officer for Nickelodeon. Bungie's board of directors is chaired by Pete Parsons. The board offers guidance and information to Bungie's leadership team in support of Bungie's mission to create hopeful worlds that inspire passionate player communities and lifelong friendships. Oh, that's nice. All right, fellas, there you go. We got some new people at Bungie, some leadership changes.